Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with One Punch Man. Last time on One Punch Man we had the Class S Heroes. That's right, an episode that kind of barely had the Class S Heroes, but whatever. We saw a couple of them, like Drive Knight and Kid Emperor and Pig God, and they were doing their thing. Meanwhile, at the actual plot of the episode, we had the conclusion of the martial arts tournament when Saitama as Chironko faced Swee-Ryu, and he obviously did not lose. He did not really break a sweat or anything like that. But he came to the conclusion that martial arts are just fancy moves that you use to make you look cool, which is a very shallow interpretation of, what he wanted to get. The main thing that we took away was that martial arts is just another path to power. And yeah, that was basically that. And the tournament arc is done, and now we are moving on to something else, as I believe a villain, a monster named Goketsu is headed for whoever's left at the tournament right now. And I believe Genos is also on his way to try to help, maybe. But yeah. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment, so you can go watch that for your viewing pleasure. And let's go ahead and get into this episode of One Punch Man. Here we go. Okay, probably one of my favorite episodes of the entire series. Wow, what it means to be a hero. Goodness, Swee-Ryu just went through an entire character arc in that episode. This definitely reminds me of, what the hell was it called? Oh, it was Unyielding Justice, which was also one of my favorite episodes, where, again, what it means to be a hero, Because that episode, was about these heroes standing up against the Deep Sea King, culminating in Moomin Rider standing up. Even though he knew he was weak and he would die, he had to fight because he was a hero. And this is definitely like that, where, it's basically Swee-Ryu figuring out why heroes are the way they are, Oh, man. What an incredible episode that was. That was so amazing. Alrighty, so let's hop into the notes. The first thing I wrote down is become monsters. So, this is part of, the Monster Association's plan, as we saw last episode, is to transform people into monsters, specifically very strong people into monsters, which we saw last episode with some of the samurai, and now here with turning a bunch of the martial artists into monsters. And I also wrote down with that true weakness. Like, you want to talk about weak. These people, and I know that's the ironic thing because obviously, they get super strong, but that is true weakness, that these people have dedicated their lives to being, to getting this power through martial arts and everything. And to just take the easy way out, They talk about the hero being a hero is, you're taking the easy path. Fuck no, you're not. This is the easy path, turning to the dark side, which very reminiscent of Star Wars when you really stop and think about it. Like, it's reminiscent of the dark side and the light side of the Force. Like, that's one of the lessons they teach, to the Jedi and stuff in like Clone Wars and Rebels, is that the dark side is the easier path, But it takes true will and strength and commitment to be as strong as you can in the light, That's the thing. And yeah, those martial artists that turned into monsters, they took the easiest way out, Now, good on Swee-Ryu for not doing that, Good on him. Again, this definitely showed a character arc for him where, you can... it's almost hard to describe because he's still, he says like, oh, I fight for pleasure and stuff. But when these monsters show up, he does step up to fight, Now, whether or not, I guess it's more of, he wants to fight, because it's fun and he wants to see how strong they are. But at the very least, there was the slightest bit of heroism in trying to save the girl, which he doesn't realize, He did try to save that girl, like when the one guy, sent out the huge blast, he blocked it and, used almost all of his strength to launch it away, So that's the thing, is that it wasn't just for him. Even though he does fight for himself, he did also fight for that girl. Something that even he doesn't realize, But I like that he did step up. He did step up with this, but while he did step up, he didn't step all the way, as we saw when he wanted to run, but the heroes didn't, So I like that. And I like Goketsu. Again, interesting, it shows, this guy who is, he has become stronger than Swee-Ryu because he took the monster cells, and now he is that more powerful, Like, well, think, you have to think like, okay, this guy, he has been beaten before, but again, it's basically, you've been beaten, so they're taking the easy way out. Like the one guy who was like, oh, I'll be able to beat Chiranko easily, or fake Chiranko easily. It's like, well, you took the easy way out. You don't, you haven't learned anything from your loss, I mean, basically, yeah, they rejected their humanity for their own selfish reasons, It's just so interesting to watch, just to get these, deep dives into, what it means to be a hero, a monster, even a martial artist, So, I like that, definitely. And then, Swee-Ryu is having some trouble even just with the henchmen. I like that those two heroes come back. Snake and Lightning Max come back. And, it's like, oh, why did you come back? Because they're heroes. They came back to save him because that's what they do. They are heroes. And I like that they also made the distinction that they are stronger with their hero suits, because Lightning Max can use his shoes for his electrical attacks, and Snake's suit actually does provide more defense. Now, is it enough against Goketsu? No. But it was still something. And you have to imagine, even if they didn't have their hero suits, they probably still would have come back to save Swee-Ryu, because they do that, So I like that. We also had Bakuzan taking a bunch of the monster cells and becoming almost as powerful as Goketsu, which was pretty interesting. Now, it's also interesting because, he didn't care about the Monster Association or anything like that. He just wanted to have the strength and be done with it, basically, So that's pretty interesting. It shows that, okay, not all the monsters really get along. They don't have, I guess, sort of the unity that the Hero Association does. It's like, yes, there are some that, they'll follow orders. Even Goketsu was like, okay, well, the 10-armed man, the 10-armed Cyclops man is calling me back. Well, I guess I gotta go back now. He follows orders, but not everyone will. And that's the thing, you have to think, okay, you're giving these, martial artists all this power, but what if they take that power and try to, go against you, Well, I mean, wouldn't that be interesting if we actually saw someone who took a monster cell but was still going against the Monster Association? That'd be interesting. If a hero used that power in order just to use it. Yes, that is still, they reject their humanity and all that stuff, and they take the easy way out, but still, that would be actually very interesting to see. But it doesn't quite work in with just the themes of the monster cells and everything. So, yeah. But Bakuzan is now definitely, because he was put in his place by Goketsu, he is falling in line, which is interesting. But yeah, that whole thing was just great. And he mainly just took the cells just to be the strongest being he could, and part of that is to completely destroy Swee-Ryu. So, yeah. So that was all very interesting. And then, yeah, what it means to be a hero. I just love that so much. And again, Swee-Ryu calling out for help with a hero, calling out, begging for any of the heroes to come save him. Like, this is a guy who, for like 5 episodes, we've seen him talk down on heroes so much. And for him to beg for anyone to come save him is just such interesting character development, And I like how they say, people, they want a ray of hope, even just a small little, ray, a ray of light. And that's exactly what Swee-Ryu was calling out for, and he, his cries were answered by Saitama, So I just love the character arc that Swee-Ryu went through this episode. And again, probably one of my favorite episodes of the whole show. And again, like my last favorite episode, it shows what it means to be a hero, So I just love that so much. So yeah, in terms of the other stuff, the only other stuff like I wrote down was like Watchdog Man. I like, seeing Watchdog Man at work. I thought that was really, really cool, and how he's actually a lot stronger and a lot faster than Garo anticipated. And he did draw blood. Like, I guess that's not really... Tank Top Master probably got a good hit in on Garo, but that is one of the first times we've seen just a straight, hit with blood come out of Garo. So Watchdog Man, he's no one to sniff at, So I like that. And they do mention, okay, if any of the Class S heroes get to Goketsu, then they'll probably defeat him. Which is interesting, because was it not Goketsu who beat Genos, So, that's already one Class S hero that he could defeat, so I don't know. But if... I would imagine if Atomic Samurai or Silver Fang or especially Tornado got there, Goketsu would be done, But now we have Saitama coming in, who is the strongest of them all, So I like that. I also like he, went and got his hero suit for that. Like, that was really cool. So yeah, I just love all of that. Again, just what it means to be a hero. Probably one of my favorite episodes. I don't know if I can quite put this over Unyielding Justice, because that was an incredible episode as well. But this is a damn close second place, So, really, really love this episode. The character arc, and again, because Swee-Ryu has just kind of been this annoying guy. It's like, oh, heroes, bleh, martial arts, I just want to fight for fun, and it's like, to get this, basically like a deconstruction of not only Swee-Ryu's character, but his character in terms of, in relation to heroes, Like, this was definitely great to show here. In a show about heroes, we got a full episode, again, talking about what it means to be a hero. What are heroes, They're not just people that, they go out there for fame and glory and stuff. No, they go out there to save people. Even if they know that there is no way in hell they will beat their enemy, they go out there because that is what they do. They are heroes. And I just love that. And I love this episode. Brilliant. And I can't wait to see where we are going with the next episode. So yeah, that is basically it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my One Punch Man reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure you hit the notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.